What is up, everyone? This is Cher talking. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, let's talk about Disney Pixel RPG and what are my opinions now that we are on day 7 after the launch of the game. Well, to be honest, I'm having some fun and I was actually surprised by some of the gameplay decisions. Well, let's talk about the skeleton in the wall. The gacha system. First, it's the most important thing. This is a gacha game. It lives and dies by its gacha system. Well, I was surprised by they having a 5 multi-PT. That's right. You can see here, featured gacha. When you summon, if you don't get the character, you can PT it by the exchange shop. Or you can keep summoning and get a duplicate on the exchange shop. That was a surprise, because most games now are asking for 15 multis in order for you to PT a selectable character. Also, having a character per banner is better, because this way you know that your PT will be the selected unit. There are older games as well, where we have 2 units as premium in the banner, and then when you go to the PT point, that is the summon number 15, you get one of them without being able to choose. So I believe that this is something really great. My problems are related to the gen amount we are getting. So there are events, missions and stuff that we will be getting that we don't know about yet. We are just 7 days long, but look at that. Click here on the job center, that's where you find missions, and you get 100 gens daily. And some of the other missions can give you 100, clearing some stages give you 10. You need 15,000. So I felt the same way with Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, that many things were just giving small amounts of gens. Instead of giving 10, they should always make it like 50, 100, 50, 100. Don't give 10 in a game where you need 15,000 for a PT. It makes you desperate for gens. But then okay, let's see how they handle events. If events will be giving us, I don't know, 3,000 gens for at least one multi-pool. We'll see about that. But I was surprised by having the system that only needs 5 multi-pools to PT. But let's get into the big question. Will the limit break system be super important? It will. And you need to limit break the character, so you need dupes. As you can see here, in this account, I have like 5 accounts. I am trying different characters in different accounts. In this game, you need 3 dupes to get the skill effects of your character. Well, for example, the character comes with just the effect called Green Striker and massive damage to one enemy. That means that you're gonna do more damage if the enemy is weak to the green element. And then you feel limit break the character. He gets this level 1 defense down for 3 turns. I did limit break him, that's what he got. And then the second limit break will increase that to level 2 defense down. Well, in this game you can stack 5 levels of debuff, meaning that if you use Peter Pan, for example, twice in a row, on the turn 3, you will have 2 stacks of defense down. The enemy will have lower defense and you're gonna do more damage. With the third attack, and then cycling every new attack will be nice, especially because Peter Pan recharges SP with his 4-star EX passive. The third limit break will just decrease the SP cost. This is not that important, but the effects will be important, mostly. So 2 duplicates will be important, with the third one being optional. But I really hate duplicate system, really hate, because it means that you got the character from the banner, you are super happy with that, but then you just remember you need more. We don't know if the game will be adding banner units into the normal pool. I do believe they will. That's why I made a secondary account where I didn't pull for Maleficent yet, and that means that it may actually be easy to get the characters later, and you don't need to get them maxed as soon as they appear here, because there are also other gacha games that want you to max the character because it's limited. So you have to summon for a character 3 duplicates in a period of 2 weeks. And if you haven't saved it up to that point, you're doomed. This game is also global, and there's no JP version to check like 3 months behind, 4 months behind. Everyone is seeing the same game. That can be bad and good. I prefer this way because we are surprised with the content instead of just having to prepare yourself reading a Japanese version of the game. I'm okay with that. So they haven't released any event in the launch of the game, so I was a little worried because I cannot say if it's generous with gens or not, because so far I'm only getting from story missions and they are not that plenty. But they gave us plenty of tickets as well. I managed to get like all of these characters in this account. Of course I re-rolled it, so that's not something normal. But all the other characters, they are not gold. I mean, not 3 stars as base, seem to have some interesting functions. I do believe that we get premium versions of all of them that would be instantly better. And it's super hard to collect shards to improve these characters. They need 100 shards to be limit breaking. And look at how many I have, for example, for this character. Only 2 out of 100 for the first limit break. Just because they are low rarity does not mean that they are easy to max. It may be even harder to max these characters eventually. But it's an option, and it also says that they are planning the long run of the game. Longevity, where in 1 year from now we can max these characters and they will still be okay. Let's hope it stays like that, because in some other gacha games made by Alien, it didn't stay like that for too long. But this game is also helmed by Gung-Ho, and they made Puzzles and Dragons and other games that lived a long time and are still alive, and they are not so greedy most of the time. Okay, so I also really like it how simple this game is. We have only 3 different status: HP, attack, and defense, and that's it, nothing else. There are buffs for different things, like evasion buffs, that you don't have a normal value for evasion. It seems like status elements from enemies have just a chance to apply, and you can increase your resistance to that. There are hidden status too, but on the surface level, you have your level, your HP, your attack, and your defense. That's it. And it's super simple. You eventually can increase the status of your character via other ways, besides just limit breaking, besides increasing the star rank of the character. So you get most of the characters by leveling up, but then you can increase it further via the other mechanics. There is stuff like, for example, the hidden skills that you can get it here via ability custom, that you click and you get one random. In this case, I got evasion up if party size is 4 or less. This is a terrible one, but it has 3 different levels of rarity and you have to reroll. It's something for the long run because people will want to get the perfect roll, a skill that works well with that specific character. At least I got 10% attack boost, so it's not that bad, but you can keep rerolling to see other stuff. You can also use status boosts that will increase your attack and defense eventually, as you can see here, but it's super slow, and eventually in 1 year or so we'll probably have enough of these resources to max the character on day 1. But not now, we have to play the game slowly, and I do like that. But I know people are saying that the game feels bare bones. There are 3 story chapters. We have 3 bonus fights. The third one is not even unlocked yet in this account. They are super hard, but they have to be because they were meant for you to fight when you are fully maxed. And there is a problem with the stamina system. Well, you start with just 50 points of stamina. They gave us plenty of stamina potions. I do believe it's better to save if you haven't for the event. And you only get an increase of stamina when you reach level 11 and then level 21, increasing each time by 10. And you actually need to reach level 100 or so to actually see a benefit of sleeping without having to care about stamina. But I am not going to mess up my sleep time because of stamina inside a game. But some people will always think, oh man, I'm wasting stamina by not playing the game. Eventually you reach a point where you can rest easy. Anyway, I really like the simplicity of the game. I really like the EX skill system. Like I was saying, when you reach star level 4, you unlock a new EX skill that we can check here in the case of Mulan, because she's 5-star. And this skill has plenty of different utilities. In her case, after allies attack 5 times, she attacks again with heavy damage to one enemy. And because she considers herself an ally, if all your 5 characters attack, Mulan goes and attack again. Other characters will have different effects, like for example, Baymax can give you HP regen after some turns. And you can see that you may have squad synergy when using specific characters. Peter Pan gives SP, so he's a character that works by himself without need of extra characters giving SP. But there are characters that can give you SP, other characters that will buff the party, and you can use your buff to improve your damage. For example, you can use Genie to buff attack, and Maleficent, if she is on level 5 attack, she attacks again. So there are plenty of squad compositions that will benefit from squad synergy. And I love that. That's why I play gacha games, to use characters that will benefit from each others. And the graphic style is interesting. They chose to use old graphics for some characters, but then new ones, like you say, Mulan has a very well-defined graphic style. And it looks really like Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and I like it. And the attack animations are nice, the fights are fast, I don't need to spend too much time playing the game. That's super important in 2024. And, well, so far I am enjoying the game, with my only reservations being the gacha system and the gen income. Well, the gacha system may be forgiving if they give us too much gens, and it will depend on events. Like I said, games also live and die by their events and their gacha system. So you'll see. They also announced this new character called Cinderella, and it looks like we can get at least 1 copy of the character. I don't know if it's the premium version for free. So if they keep giving us free characters here and there, we can play the game without spending. You decide if you want to spend or not, and I love games where you feel like that. That's why I played Romancing Saga Reuniverse for too long. Anyway, I really enjoy the game for now. This may change. I'll probably make another video in some time from now. But so far, so good. Let's say that. I think the game does have a good future because it's Gunko as the main helm of the development. Even if Aline is working for them, it still means that they are hired by contract. If Disney also wants them to use some specific characters because they are now making a movie that's continuation, for example. Okay, we have a Lion King movie coming out. Let's release Lion King as a character. So that's pretty interesting because it will still benefit from external marketing. You're gonna have more people playing this game because they want to play with Lion King. So it is pretty interesting. The game will probably see some success, but it's still running poorly on emulator and even on mobile devices. So there is that. Anyway, these are my opinions. I want to hear yours. Please say here on the comment section if you are enjoying the game or not. And I hope to see you soon on the next video or live stream. Goodbye.